What's up, y'all? So I had woke up this morning or whatever to find that they are really permanently talking about in a couple of weeks that TikTok could be banned. I don't know if they said January 19th or 20th or the 25th, but I had did a video about this before. But so I'm not gonna read like the big whoop-de-doo. I mean, y'all already know what's going on or whatever with it. But I do want to read the opinions of Americans because it was saying something about if TikTok is silenced, then it's going to shut up over 170. Did it say million people, Americans, or billion Americans? I don't know what it said. Trillion, quadruple Americans, I don't know. So I'm not gonna go into this big old whoop-de-doo about the band of it, but I do. They had people posting their comments that's Americans and people that use TikTok. Whether they use it to create content or whether they use the business side of it or whether they do both. Where they generate revenue. But I just want to let y'all hear what some people thought as far as this band and how this band could hurt people. I just want y'all to hear. So after it got done with the body of the band and moving forward with the band, this lady Pamela wrote, my small, and this is on CNN Businesses, my small business 100% relies on TikTok and TikTok Shop. If this ban goes through, we're done. It totally destroyed us. Another person wrote, history person, in the Trump universe, the alphabet has only 25 letters because he does not care about you. Somebody else wrote, as a creator, manager, streamer, and content creator on TikTok, I do not agree with this ban. Not only do I do this for a living, but so do many other Americans. This ban also affects small business owners. The only reason the U.S. government is worried about the app is because the government isn't getting, hold on, I gotta see more, isn't getting paid too. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all sell our data, so what's the difference? Someone else wrote, that's not the only thing. There's evidence that China does use TikTok to gather potentially damaging information on all of us. You don't care because you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid though. Facts, they all mad. They don't understand nothing. I don't care what it is. There's so many people who go on TikTok for laughs, how to, and other types of videos. There is much more good to the app than what they're putting out there. The good outweighs the bad. And if the government is too stupid to see this, they need to get out of the office and let someone who's smarter listen to both sides. I said what I said. The federal government claims that ByteDance, TikTok parent company, is owned by China, is a potential threat to national security, especially since the platform state that 170 million domestic users use the app every month. All China has to do is wait until January. Then the new compliant, I gotta hit these Seymours. Where'd it go? Oh, all China has to do is wait till January, then the new compliant administration will abandon the suit. So China wants to have its cake and eat it too. Both sides have dug in their heels. Who do you think is going to win? Discrimination against China. What are the Chinese going to steal? Teenager dance moves, silly prank ideas. Next thing you know, thanks to TikTok, the Chinese are going to dominate the pop culture world by stealing all American ideas. Are there actually people with security clearances working in these sensitive areas of government? I had to keep on hitting see more. Using the TikTok, and for those who think banning it is good for kids, do you really think there won't be another American substitute for kids to get hooked on? TikTok in China is educational, and the stuff they have in the US is banned in China. They can harvest their data using devices that have TikTok installed. TikTok was designated in America to be addictive and to lower IQs. People upload photos, videos of places they are. The GPS data is also included. This gives the CCP a map of pretty much anything depending on where the phone was when the data was captured. You don't think the CCP is using that data? Yeah, there's a ton of garbage on that site, which the CCP, well, some of the people that go over the data probably like the videos of the naked women and whatnot, but that would be about it. Hooray! A neighbor had his front door kicked open by a group of kids doing a TikTok challenge. Here in Texas, that is a good way of seriously shortening your life. No different than any other app, Facebook, Instagram, etc., that collects personal data for sale, except that it's owned by China. Show more comments. Let's see. TikTok is just another social media distraction for kids and should be minimally have age restrictions and parental consent for use. These Chinese are certainly pleased that our kids are hypnotized at all hours of the day and in out of school by the most part to scroll through trivia and some. Here is what the Chinese do. Chinese children use TikTok domesticated version, but the app is subject to strict regulations and registration. Time limits. Users under 14 are limited to 40 minutes of use per day and can only use the app between 6 and 10. Content restriction. Users under 14 can only access child-safe content, which includes educational, video, science experiments, and museum exhibits. Parental consent. Users under 14 must authenticate their account using their real name. The Chinese government has been regulating Douyin since at least 2018 and has introduced a number of measures to restrict access to the app. China has also revised its minor protection law, which requires social media apps to set up time management and content restriction functions for minors. Hello, does this tell you anything? Yeah, that banning it in America is a good thing. What they're saying is dangerous to give our data to China. What they really think, we don't want the ad revenue leaving our country. Fun fact, the reason Google, Facebook, etc. are banned in China is because China wants their domestic alternatives to have all of their market shares and keep. Wait a minute, where am I at? This thing jumps. Fun fact, the reason Google, Facebook, etc. are banned in China is because China wants their domestic alternatives to have all of the market share and keep their money inside their borders too. So in the end, both countries are applying the same kind of policy. How much is Chinese government paying these shields? Trump wants to make it legal. Trump's mind can be changed easily due to bribery. That's how corrupt he is. Trump wanted TikTok shut down when he was in office, and it was undermined his tough on China stance to change his tune now. Fantastic. Another addictive substance taken away. I get there are lots of wholesome content on TikTok, but we don't really need our information coming from a platform managed by the Chinese. I respect those who don't want TikTok in their lives. Good for them. The problem is they don't respect other people who choose to use the platform. What a person reads online and how they share or limit their own data is a personal choice, especially if they are otherwise law abiding. TikTok. Yo, this thing be jumping. Okay, especially if they are otherwise law abiding. TikTok does not force anyone to use it. It does not advocate anything that breaks the law. Detractors have never been able to show how TikTok uses. Oh, my hand all in your face. How TikTok. Where the hell am I at? TikTok does not force anyone to use it. It does not advocate anything that breaks the law. Detractors have never been able to show how TikTok uses specifically harms the national security. A lot of American lawmakers read Russian outlets such as RT or Sputnik, which are much more problematic than TikTok. Are those politicians harming national security? I don't see RT or Sputnik being banned from Google or the internet. So those are all we have. Just a taste of y'all seeing how other people feel or whatever. Because like I said, there's content creators on here. There are people on here that have really set up shop in their homes, and y'all be on TikTok. They got their inventory, and they gonna, if they ain't been selling all that stuff and it does shut down, they're gonna be stuck with all that stuff. I'm pretty sure they could sell it somewhere though, but I'm just saying, I hate to see it go too. I don't like the way, black people get treated on there, but it gives me something to do a lot. And I don't know, it just seems so fast. And I said this before, it makes YouTube look boring. You know what I'm saying? Because do YouTube got a YouTube shop? I wonder if they close, will it make YouTube step up their game and create some of this stuff like a YouTube shop where people can sell clothes and get this and that. But then the clothes and the items that they get, will they be for cheap though? Because over there in China, it don't cost them nothing to make nothing. That's why they can sell it for so cheap. But over here in America, because one time they would say something about like, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out here. Like to make Jordans or something, it only costs like $2 or $3 or $5 or $6. But then when they get over here and it hit America, this when the $300 and $400, $500 style show begin. You know what I'm saying? So like by them making all the stuff over there for cheap, and it takes them nothing to make it. If YouTube was to do a YouTube store, will we be able to get that nice discount? It makes all the difference. But TikTok do make YouTube seem slow to me. I mean, if TikTok would have stayed around, I would have preferred to use TikTok, because I told y'all my TikTok channel is growing way faster than my YouTube. Like I can post videos on YouTube, right? And people don't share them. Some people do. They don't like them. Some videos sit and don't go watch. Some people favor them, but like on my YouTube channel, nobody shares anything that I know of. I've had a few shares, but not many. And then I get likes, but not the likes that I want. I get views, but not the many views as TikTok. Sometimes I be questioning, is something wrong with YouTube algorithm? I don't be knowing what be going on, because I know sometimes they do be having a problem, but they'll leave a note and say, we're experiencing, difficulties right now or something. Then later on they'll come back and they'll add the time on. But it's nothing, it ain't moving fast like TikTok. Like TikTok moving like the Bronx. And YouTube moving like molasses, as far as I'm concerned. But just all those different perks that TikTok got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hate to see it go. I don't know. And then I asked other people, do they think it's gonna close down? They was like, well, y'all know Trump can do what he want to do or whatever. He always do what he want to do or whatever. So I hope, cause that, I don't know. I might be depressed for a little bit and be all right, but not as bad as these people that's been put everything into it and then quit their jobs and stuff, and then just the thought of having to leave their home now and go back into the workforce. I'm pretty sure that'll create some type of stigma too, you know, if going from being your own boss to have to go back on the line or listen to somebody else or something like that. You know, it's a control thing. And then, you know, like I said, they maybe America jealous too because we enjoying something that they didn't come up with, you know. I don't know. What y'all think?